The financial world is on fire with the latest news from Blackrock, the behemoth investment firm that manages trillions of dollars. Their foray into the Bitcoin arena, a move heralded by some as a watershed moment for mainstream adoption, has sent ripples of excitement through the crypto community. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly bullish development lurks a darker undercurrent, a potential storm brewing that could leave Bitcoin and its fervent supporters battered and bruised. While BlackRock's entry might appear as a vote of confidence, a closer examination reveals a more insidious narrative, one that paints a bleak picture for the future of Bitcoin. BlackRock's ambition is undeniable. They aim to become the gatekeeper, the intermediary between the traditional financial world and the volatile realm of cryptocurrencies. Their proposed Bitcoin ETF, a vehicle designed to track the price of Bitcoin without the complexities of direct ownership, is poised to become a Trojan horse, ushering in a wave of institutional capital that could fundamentally alter the landscape of Bitcoin. But this influx of capital, far from being a blessing, could be the catalyst for a catastrophic collapse. The very nature of Bitcoin, its decentralized and immutable structure, is fundamentally at odds with the centralized control that BlackRock represents. Bitcoin was born out of a desire to escape the shackles of traditional finance, a system riddled with corruption, manipulation, and opaque practices. BlackRock, on the other hand, is the epitome of this system, a behemoth that operates within the confines of established rules and regulations, a system that Bitcoin was designed to circumvent. The introduction of a BlackRock-backed Bitcoin ETF could usher in an era of unprecedented market manipulation. With their vast resources and influence, BlackRock could easily sway the price of Bitcoin, creating artificial bubbles and crashes that would benefit their own portfolio at the expense of individual investors. The decentralized nature of Bitcoin, its supposed strength, would become its Achilles heel, vulnerable to the machinations of a powerful entity like BlackRock. Furthermore, the very act of institutionalizing Bitcoin through an ETF could erode its core principles. Bitcoin was envisioned as a currency for the people, a tool for financial empowerment and freedom. But by channeling it through the traditional financial system, BlackRock would effectively strip it of its revolutionary spirit, transforming it into just another asset class to be traded and speculated upon. The potential for regulatory scrutiny is another looming threat. BlackRock's entry into the Bitcoin space could trigger a wave of regulatory action aimed at bringing cryptocurrencies under the control of established financial authorities. This could lead to stringent regulations that stifle innovation and limit the accessibility of Bitcoin, effectively neutering its potential as a disruptive force. The argument that BlackRock's involvement will legitimize Bitcoin and pave the way for wider adoption is a seductive one, but it ignores the fundamental flaws inherent in this proposition. Legitimacy, in the context of finance, is often synonymous with control, and BlackRock's entry represents a dangerous concentration of power within the Bitcoin ecosystem. The history of financial innovation is littered with examples of disruptive technologies being co-opted and ultimately destroyed by the very institutions they sought to challenge. Bitcoin, with its decentralized and anti-establishment ethos, is particularly vulnerable to this fate. BlackRock's involvement, while seemingly benign on the surface, could be the beginning of the end for Bitcoin as we know it. The true believers in Bitcoin, those who see it as a revolutionary force for change, should be wary of this seemingly benevolent giant. BlackRock's motives are not altruistic, they are driven by profit, by the desire to control and capitalize on a new and potentially lucrative market. Their entry into the Bitcoin space is not a sign of progress, but a warning sign. A harbinger of a future where Bitcoin is stripped of its revolutionary spirit and transformed into just another tool for the financial elite. The future of Bitcoin hangs in the balance. Will it remain a decentralized, community-driven force for change, or will it succumb to the allure of institutional capital and become another cog in the machine of traditional finance? The answer, in many ways, lies in the hands of the Bitcoin community itself. They must remain vigilant, resisting the siren song of mainstream acceptance and safeguarding the core principles that make Bitcoin unique. The battle for the soul of Bitcoin has begun, and the stakes could not be higher.
Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow with more great content.